Oh my gosh, I love avocados. Hi, I'm Rachael Lyn, and I am in the middle of a $10 a week grocery challenge. So I have challenged myself to spend no more than $10 a week on groceries. And not only that, but I can only buy fresh fruits and vegetables. That means like no prepackaged stuff. And I can also only buy bread and dairy products because I do drink a lot of milk, and I also have a really hard time with coffee without my creamer. Although there is a new challenge to that one with my creamer not being available at the store. Anyway, if I absolutely need it, then I can also buy meats in the meat section of the store if I need it. So those are my rules for my grocery challenge. I can save up money to spend over a period of time. So it's not like if I don't use it, I lose it kind of thing. It's I can wait because one, sometimes you just need to save up for something. And then two, I hate going to the grocery store. I really, really hate it. So that brings me to why I'm doing the challenge in the first place. It's not just to challenge myself because actually that is kind of fun anyway. Sometimes it's just fun to, see, can you really do something? Can you actually live without something for a while? Yes, it might be fun to do a challenge just because, but the reason why I'm doing this challenge is because I have been overspending on my groceries. I know I had a lot of excuses for what happened in February, but I did not do my January budget, and I bought a lot more groceries then too, and I still, I know that I way overspent even then. So I know that this has been a thing for a couple of months. If you have not been following me for too long, I just recently purchased a house. So I moved in at the beginning of December of 2020, and now I have been in my house for a couple of months. I'm still getting settled. So that was another thing. It's like, well, I'm still getting settled, and so I made excuses on the groceries, but no, there's a lot of stuff that I had been buying that I really did not need to be buying, at least food-wise. And if you have been following me for a while, you might notice a few changes behind me. So I have these white bookshelves. These actually I got for free. Well, no, I didn't get them for free. I paid for them way back in I think 2017, I think it was. I had these bookshelves in my classroom when I taught kindergarten a few years ago. I couldn't really figure out how to get them to fit in my current classroom, especially because of all of the rules and how far apart the desks have to be and all that. And then I didn't use it last year because I couldn't really get to them because they're buried in the garage in my dad's house. I'm thinking about putting another one right here. I think it'll fit just before it gets to the closet. So I can show you right there is the closet door. So I think there might be one more that fits there. I have two more, I think, that are in the garage. That are white, just like this. And then I have another black bookshelf over here. This poor bookshelf here. I'll show you. Okay, so this grocery challenge update has turned into a office tour. So pardon all of these dresses back here. They don't fit in my other closet because I have, in my bedroom closet, I have a hanging thing up here and another hanging thing halfway down, so my long dresses don't fit in there. So I have all of my dresses in here. This shelf right here, it is black, and not only this, but this used to be a very, very tall shelf that broke in the middle, and this is what's left of it. And I think it's the bottom half, because I have a ribbon that is on the on these edges right here. I hot glued ribbon down because the edges were rough. And when it got moved, right there, that corner got chipped, and the paper part that makes the shelf black is peeling off, and you can't really see it like this, but it's not good. Anyway, so I have been bringing stuff and rearranging stuff. I also have a new desk chair, which I'm super excited about. It's much more comfortable than the one that I had before. But this is supposed to be about my grocery challenge update, so let's go ahead and get into that. So I had made it 3 weeks without spending any money. So when I actually made it to the store, I spent $30 because I had $10 for each week. So I have a little bit of a clip of my little grocery haul that I bought, and then of course I can tell you what it all costs at the very end. All right, ignore the lights on the table. Those are actually under the counter lights that I'm going to put under my counters. So this is everything that I got at the store. I got bread. I got 2 small bags of cheese. They were on sale, but it was still over $2 a piece. I got milk. I got half and half. I got bananas, I got regular potatoes, I got sweet potatoes, I got cucumbers, I got avocados, and sour cream, and then tomatoes. I feel like I actually ended up splurging on a couple of things. The avocados were a big splurge. I think what happened there was I had just finished the last of my pre-packaged, it's the Holy Guacamole like brand stuff. I love that stuff, but I had just finished my last little thing of it, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do without guacamole? And so I saw the avocados. I think they were a little on sale, or at least the ones that I got were cheaper than some ones that were right next to it. They were a little smaller than the bigger ones, and I mean, I'm just eating them by myself anyway, so I don't need a big giant avocado. Like, I'm fine with a smaller one. So I bought them because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do without my guacamole. And I figured, okay, I can't buy the prepackaged stuff because that's not counting in my challenge, but I can buy fresh avocados, and I do have salsa in the fridge. So I don't know if it's the same, but I can like mash up an avocado and like throw a little bit of salsa in there, and maybe it'll be guacamole. I don't think it's the same thing, but it's like close enough, right? And if that doesn't work, I will eat it anyway. And then the other 2 avocados, I will just eat them because I will just take a spoon, eat the avocados. Oh my gosh, I love avocados. I was also pretty disappointed in the cheese because like I couldn't find a big bag of cheese at all, and that's normally what I buy, and I think it's around $5 or so, but I could not find any big bag at all, like not on sale. I could only find the little bags, and they were on sale, so I bought 2 bags, but I mean, I opened that first one already, and it's like this little bag of cheese is not going to last very long, so that's not good. I actually considered purchasing a block of cheese and grating it myself, but then I realized I don't have a cheese grater, so I can't do that. I could buy one because that comes from a separate budget line item, but I didn't want to give myself an excuse to spend money elsewhere just because of this, and anyway, so I just got the cheese that I got. The half and half, that is because they are not selling my favorite creamer in this area anymore, at least not in Louisville. I love the Dunkin' Donuts extra sweet cream creamer, and I don't think they're making it anymore. So half and half, and sugar it is in my coffee, I guess. This is the creamer that I absolutely love that I cannot find in the store. I think my brother even emailed the company and they said they're not selling it in our area anymore. I already miss it. This is almost out, and all the other creamers at the store are like $5. At least, sorry, all the other creamers that use real cream are at least $5. So the half and half was like $2.50, so it was cheaper. You can see the ingredients uses milk, sugar, and cream. It does not use oil, which I cannot stand the creamers that use oil. Oh my gosh, the whole creamer thing. I'm so disappointed that I will not be able to get my creamer anymore. My brother actually contacted Dunkin' Donuts himself. I was like inquiring about this because my entire family, this is what we use in our coffee. My dad and my brother and myself, like we have been using this Dunkin' Donuts extra creamer in our creamer for years. Really since I like moved in, because when I lived on my own before I lived with my parents, I used the Natural Bliss. I found that, and I love that stuff because it is real cream, and that's really important to me. I don't like the taste or texture of any of the creamers that use any kind of oils. It's a thing. I like the real cream. So when I moved in with my family, and my brother lived there at the time, they were just using any kind, like they didn't care. And I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna buy my own then. And I think, I don't know if I like pointed this out to them or what, but my brother at least, because he did most of the shopping, he found this Dunkin' Donuts extra creamer, and not only was it made with real cream, but it was also much cheaper than the Natural Bliss or any other real cream creamers. Especially when you found it on sale, you could get like this huge bottle for like $2. I don't know how using half and half is going to go. I do have plenty of sugar here. I did buy, I mean, it's just like a little bag of sugar, but it will still last me a very long time because I don't really use regular white sugar for very much. So here is my receipt, and you can see that I stayed in budget. Yay! And I actually have a little bit of money left over. Not much, but a little bit. I did really, really well, actually. So I was super surprised with myself, super pleased that I was able to stay in budget. I still have $1.50 left over. So I guess, I don't know if I'll like carry that over or not, because I don't know if I'll remember. By the time I go to the store again, I don't know if I'll remember to carry that $1.50 over. Maybe I will, but if I do, then that's fine, because that money is still there for me to spend. And if I don't remember that I have an extra $1.50, then that's fine too, because I don't think that's going to make a huge deal. Although that could mean the difference between buying a loaf of bread or not. When I went to the store, I had a very specific list. There were certain things that I needed, and there's other things on the list that I couldn't get. Actually, they were put on my list before I even started this challenge. But anyway, so I couldn't get, like I wanted, like frozen shrimp if I wanted to have like, shrimp in my pasta or something like that. Well, I'm not going to be getting that. So I had a very specific list, and then I could only stick to pretty much the perimeter of the store. That is basically where I'm allowed to go. And so I didn't go up and down every aisle. I didn't go searching for other things that, like, well, I'm not really sure where this is. Is it in this aisle or this aisle? Like, I gotta find it. I didn't really have a set list on the fruits and vegetables. It was just kind of like, okay, well, what looks good right now? What looks fresh, and what do I want to eat? So I grabbed, some of that stuff, and then I went on to the dairy section and got what I needed there. So I just kind of like kept a running total in my head, which that reminds me as well that when I first started putting some things in the cart, I wasn't doing that. Like, I just grabbed sweet potatoes and I just grabbed some avocados, and I was like, these are a good price. Okay. Like, it's okay. I'll just put them in the cart. Like, I'll be fine. But then I realized, no, I need to do a running total. So I didn't actually weigh the potatoes, even though they are weighed for the price. I just kind of estimated about how much it would be. So I was like crossing my fingers when I went through the line for the total. But after a couple of things, I realized, like, no, I need to keep a running total. I mean, I kept it in my head. I didn't like write it down. I didn't use my calculator or anything like that. It wasn't super complicated. I just kept a running total in my head. And that was really helpful, because then I knew that I was able to get 2 bags of cheese rather than just 1, because I knew where I was with my budget. The big thing that also surprised me was how quickly I went through the store. I actually went after school, so my dog's at home all day by herself, and I left school. I didn't leave early, but I left earlier than I normally do, and I was still home before other days that I leave, when I leave school just a little bit later, because I'm working on stuff after school. So I was very, very surprised. I think it took me about 30 minutes in total, when often a grocery run for me would take like probably at least an hour and a half, much, and sometimes 2 hours. So I was very, very happy with, from beginning to end. Like, I pulled in the parking lot and I was pulling out of the parking lot within 30 minutes. I think only being able to shop certain things, having a list and sticking to it, and not like going back for other things and running around and then like, oh, well, let's just go up and down every aisle just to see. Like, no, that saved me a lot of time, and it saved me a lot of money. And then one more thing I want to point out, I don't plan on doing a grocery challenge update every single week for very much longer. This is just kind of like the end of March is my goal. So I was trying to get to the end of March with spending no more than $10 a week. And since I made it to the grocery store, I know that it'll probably be like maybe 2 weeks before I go again. March will be almost over, and I think that at least at this point in my life, I think that I can safely say I will make it to the end of March easily. Now, the challenge will continue beyond that. How long can I go? And we'll see after that. I don't know that I'll keep doing a weekly update on this challenge or not. It just depends on if I have anything to say. But I will continue to do a weekly update up until the end of March. So that is really all I have today. I would love to know if you went to the grocery this week, what is something that you purchased? And of course, if you are doing the grocery challenge with me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.